So, I'm told despite growing up in a stew of bad influences and without his parents, our next guest found a way to soar to greatness. And he continues, joining us all the way from Belize, his graduate, Dennis Gladden. Morning, Dennis. Wagwan.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Well, I'm okay. I'm happy to be here. This is a grateful opportunity to spread my word. I'm happy to be in the smile Jamaica virtually.
And I'm happy that you're here with us. I said Wagwan deliberately, even though you're not Jamaican, you understood me, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
And you have it's Creole, but we call it patois here, but you kind of have the same thing in Belize, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Well, we call it broken English,
yeah.
and we refer to it as Creole.
So tell me something in your broken English. Tell me that you are glad to be on Smile Jamaica this morning in broken English.
Well, I glad to know that people really appreciate me and want me part show to inspire others.
Fantastic. Tell me a little bit about your story. I said in the opening that you lost your parents very, very early. Tell me a little bit about that story.
Yes, sir. I lost my parents when I was just 1 year old. Very tragic incident. And I lost my father to gun violence. I lost my mother to an car accident. They left my siblings behind. I have three brothers, Isaiah, Jermaine, and Dion. I have one sister, Egypt. And from then it has been a struggle. Not having your parents around doesn't I can't relate to the my other friends, in my community, what it's like to be around your mother or your father. But I do have my grandparents who have been nurturing me from since then, and they have me where I am today, and I am thankful for that.
I'm so very sorry about your parents, but and you said it was difficult for you, but you came out of that. You're still coming out of that, and you're the top of your class. How difficult was that for you?
It was difficult because, you know, um, well, I would say difficult, but I know I didn't have my parents. But from I was at a young age, you know, um, from then, my grandparents were like my real parents. I didn't, I didn't actually know how my parents actually looked. Until Channel 7 clipped out and I did that video of my father speaking to someone. That was the first time I saw him talking. And that was an emotional night for my family. And, I couldn't believe it.
Wow. You're 17 years old. You've
So,
done so brilliantly at school, and I'm told that you did all of this just with a cell phone.
yes, sir. This cell phone I bought when I was doing a summer job in Belize, and it came a long way. I did not made any excuses doing my work. I managed to handle my work on time, and it helped me to go the distance. It didn't have all the access what a computer normally has, but I managed to do my research thoroughly, and you know um, it helped me. I still have it here, right? I don't want to lose it right now, but
Fant-
yeah,
Fantastic.
it has a lot of memories, and you know,
Fantastic. I said earlier that you grew up in a gang area, for want of a better phrase. Why were you not involved in a gang?
well, because it was the good influence and from my grandparents who have motivated me to do better. I want to do better to make them live better in the future. So I can't, give them troubles which they cannot handle. My grandmother is 66 years old. My grandfather is 72 years old. He lately had a stroke. So why do these things that can affect them? And I will share a little incident that occurred in my community. Um, my grandmother was making tortilla, and young teenagers, young men, was running away from the police officers, and they used my yard as a source to get away, right? And when they used my yard, there was a gas tank at the end of our house. Like I rightfully mentioned, my grandmother was cooking, and they managed to knock over the gas tank, and it started to release gas, and the air was, stink, and we didn't know what was going on. We had to like went under the table because it felt like people just was running through the yard, and it's all kind of ridiculousness. And you know, if that police officer what I say, Lego a shot, or shoot it, there would have been an explosion, right? And you wouldn't have been speaking to me this morning. And, that speaks a lot of what is going on in Belize. Not only that, you have a lot of peer pressure, and that's the road I tend not to fall under. I want to be a great example, right? Too many young men are dying, and you see their mother crying. Why is he doing this? And I just don't want to go down that road, which I know my grandparents can't handle.
Yeah. Wow, God is good. You going to university?
Yes, sir. I'm starting to go at UB this August.
Yeah. What you gonna do at university?
Natural resources management. I want to be an environmentalist, someone who protects and loves nature.
How long will that take you?
Well, first I have to do my associates in natural resources, then I have to do a bachelor's.
Yeah.
And all of that comes with, volunteers and experience and participating in, trips and those kind of sort.
Okay. You have another device now, or are you still using the cell phone?
I have contributions or gifts or what I want to say, assistance, like a laptop. I have a desktop, but I'm not using it right now, right? But I do have them, and those will come in handy when I start my online classes, and you know.
Fantastic. I hope I get to meet you in person one of these days. When you do your degree, then you could come visit us in Jamaica. Great to meet you.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic story. You're a very, very strong and brave young man. And I know
Yes,
that
sir.
your grandparents and your parents
Yes,
are
sir.
very, very proud of you. God bless you.
Yes, sir.
Stay safe and look after yourself. All right?
You too, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Much love, much respect.
Yes, sir.
Dennis Gladden, university student in Belize. Wow, what a story. Coming up next, we highlight a few of our Caribbean flags. Maybe one from Belize, who knows? Soon come.